So we need to, because the numbers are very large, so we need to develop skilling at every level. Particularly now we are in the era of disruption. These high-end technologies like artificial intelligence have disrupted the way we think, we work, and we live. So in such a scenario, we need to skill our students, or wise students, even all of us, have to get skilled, reskilled, and upskilled, which is a continuous process, and it means lifelong learning. Please note this. These are all actually written in national education policy much before even COVID-19 started. So automatically there is a good thought process while developing the national education policy. Let's all come together, implement that, because that's going to be the agenda during Vikasit Bharat. Because it's not going to be, see, implementation, I have spoken to many vice chancellors, sir, we have implemented NEP, they say. I'll tell you, even document doesn't expect you to implement it in 2 years. Document also emphasizes that you have enough time, but you have a lot of elements, okay, to do that. And that's where we need to all focus, understand, and deliver that implementation of NEP, which is going to be the next, our agenda during, at least if not up to 2047, another 10, 15 years, that will be an agenda, up to 2035. Friends, in the digital public infrastructure, India has done a phenomenal job in the past 15 years. See, we started with Aadhaar very early, but it took a lot of time we had a lot of debates also. Are we really compromising our security, compromising our individual, identities. But today, as a nation, no other country has done. We have the bold, courageous, as a nation, face as an ID, we walk into the airport. Airplanes. Look at it, 15 airports, you don't need any boarding passes or anything, you can just face as an ID, walk into the airplane. No other country has done that. Even, they have putting up, 3D scanners, big ones in all the airports. Okay, and whole world is worried about the liquid, explosives and liquids particularly. So, but in our country we have done that. So what I'm saying is, public digital infrastructures, what we have created, is mind-boggling to you in many countries. Let's take the example of COVID vaccination itself. 130 crore population country has delivered, assuming 2.5 vaccine to every citizen. So more than 300 crore vaccinations we have delivered during that 1.5 years period time. More than delivering, all of you might know how easy it was to download the vaccination certificate, even using tools like WhatsApp, forget about the internet. Okay? So you could see in a fraction of a second you can download many times and multiple times. So you can imagine now 300 crores and all these people downloading at least 10 times. That means 3,000 times, crores times, vaccination certificates are downloaded. Such a huge digital public infrastructure is mind-boggling to any country, or for that matter, any technologist. So we have delivered. So technology-wise, the usage is maximum everywhere. Coming to the Ministry of Education, we have recently, at Ministry of Education, has given a APAR ID. This APAR ID, Automated Account Registry ID, is unique ID to every student, starting from Balavatika to PhD. And you might be thinking, sir, this is the theory. No, 30 crores are already registered on our portal. If your college has not done it, please join and register all your students on the APAR ID. 30 crores are already done, thanks to UGC and Ministry of Education. 30 crores registered students on the APAR ID, and all of them are linked to Academic Bank of Credits, where all the certificates will be digitally stored now. They don't need to carry even certificates today, students. And it is a verified, because it is linked to Aadhaar. Friends, with the National Credit Framework coming in, it will not be a long time, and maybe in 10 years, students can accumulate their credits in their Academic Bank of Credits, make their own degrees, institutions will become irrelevant. Watch out, that 10 years time. But anyway, a lot of work has to happen. But that's the thought process I'm just telling you. But what is happening is such an adoption of technology, I don't think we have seen any part of the world. Okay? Whether it is Ayushman Bharat or many examples I can give you. Everywhere digital, and Professor Sasabuddi talked about UPI. 48% of the UPI transaction happens in India. So many of us, I think, doesn't carry now wallet and also credit cards. It's all GPay, PhonePe, or whatever, BeamPay. Okay, our own BeamPay. So this is the world we are living in, friends. And artificial intelligence is no more a future technology. It is already pervasive in our daily life. We have to watch out this technology. Particularly the educationalist has to be very, very careful, because ethical usage of the AI is very, very important today. Why I am saying this, please look at, I will give you one simple example. After I joined AICTE in December, sometime in January, and I also heard about it because in November itself, ChatGPT was released, 3.5. In January, one day evening, I thought I'll ask ChatGPT, what does AICTE does? I asked this question, and it threw out 25, 30 pages of material, this scheme, that scheme, that scheme. Then I was saying, I want to be smarter than this ChatGPT. So I asked the ChatGPT to write a poem about AICTE in 4 stanzas, highlighting entire activity. Believe me, in 20 seconds, okay, beautiful poem was in front of me, covering the activities of innovation, startups, of AICTE activities, scholarships given, everything very beautifully. Then I wanted to be much smarter than that. I said, do this in Hindi. Believe me, in 10 seconds, an Hindi poem was there in front of me. You can go and try this. I'm not telling you, okay? You can ChatGPT 3.5 is free for all of you. Okay? Install in your phone itself. You can try this. So after this, why I'm telling you this story, all this? Because, see, look at this poet's job. Even if I hired a poet to write a poem about AICTE, he would have taken 6 months. This machine did it in 15 seconds. That's the speed, you need to worry about. And I took a delegation of vice chancellors to Taiwan on semiconductor. And there, students in Taiwan is known for semiconductors. The students had put up a project which caught my attention. The project was, he has developed a robot to play a guitar. But more than that, he did is, he has used the AI to compose the music, and this robot played the music as well. So look at, that means the role of a poet is now taken by the machine, role of the musician is taken, and all of you know about Soro, an artist role also is being taken. So these 3 roles we always thought will come through your genes. It has to be, some forefather has to be a poet or an artist in your family, otherwise you will never get it, or you have to slog for 15, 20 years continuously practicing like Bharatanatyam, you will learn. Unfortunately, these machines are doing it at a speed which we can never imagine. All this is happening in 30, 40 seconds. Even the artistic pictures in Soro software happens, if you give a photograph, it will do a line sketch diagram in 30 seconds. So these positions which were thought that it is also comes by your genes are taken by the machines and doing an exceedingly job. That means we must all should be worried. But at the same time, we have to make this AI useful to all of us, because it's developed by human beings for the benefit of the mankind. And I also say, friends, we are in an excellent time with large number of engineering graduates here. AI is all Indian. Artificial intelligence is all Indian. Indians are going to dominate this field, and we are going to be the forefront in the world. There is a lot of efforts are going on in the government as well as all the regulating agency, we had also constituted a very high power committee, how to integrate AI into our curriculum. Please, one more request is, all of you encourage your student to use ChatGPT. Don't worry about what they copy. Initially, they will do that, but they will overcome that. You see, when this plagiarism software came at Indian Institute of Science, see, I have guided about 40 PhD students. So when they write the thesis, it's such a challenging for me to correct their thesis, because they're all coming from a rural part of India like me. So I knew they're going to copy somewhere. So we used to correct very carefully. But once this plagiarism software came, I asked my department to give me a separate copy or licenses for us so that I can distribute to my students. I asked them, first do the check and then submit to me. I will read it later. So in that way, they will learn new methods of how to do that. It's very, very easy for them. Similarly, please allow ChatGPT to use in your curriculum. Let everybody use it. I'm not just proposing ChatGPT, because there are thousands of ChatGPT type of tools today in different areas. Okay, so kindly, and AICTE is also coming up with a new scheme to train 1 lakh AI specialists in AI. We are going to come out with a new scheme soon. Friends, skilling, in the part of skilling only, we are doing a lot of work, and particularly today, the skilling is going to happen in your institutions. See, in the earlier days, people used to hire these engineers, take them to their factory or the company,